It has been more than 6 months since you and I last saw each other in Argentina, since the USMCA signing ceremony. You heard President Trump today saying he's confident the Democrats in Congress will advance this piece of legislation so that he can sign it. How confident are you, and how long is it going to take?
I am confident. Sorry to use the same word. Doesn't look very original, but my expectation is that, my sense is that things are improving a lot in terms of the dialogue between Democrats and Lighthizer, the negotiator.
On this specific issue?
On the issues, on the issues surrounding the questioning by Democratic congressmen. I think the language of rejection we had 2 and 3 months ago, questioning the contents of the deal, have been replaced by questioning Mexico's commitment or ability to do this or that, all of which relates to assurances of commitment, information on what's going on, and I'm confident.
By when?
Oh, before the summer break, which is 26th July for Congress, 1 week later for Senate.
And for Canada?
Canada, I don't know. They may wait until it is ratified by the U.S., but I expect they may come forward when there's a strong signal of movement in the U.S., not necessarily ratification, but a strong signal from Speaker Pelosi, for example.
Mr. Undersecretary, Mexico would prefer to keep matters of trade and matters of immigration separate.
Absolutely.
But the president has made that impossible.
I'm not sure about that. He mixed them in a way that surprised us, but that negotiation very much separated them. And now we have the migration issue still on the way, still unresolved, you want, I mean, in terms of results. And nevertheless, for example, the president has instructed Ambassador Lighthizer to start proceedings to institute national security taxes on autos from the European Union and Japan, and all the signals are that Mexico is out of that.
Doesn't it permanently change the nature of a trading relationship with a country like the United States if its president is willing to weaponize tariffs in the pursuit of other policy objectives?
Well, you're very right. That would be a tremendous concern. I certainly hope that's not the case.
Well, it is now.
What basis do I have to be hopeful for the future? Well, for one thing, the president has said that NAFTA is the worst trade deal ever. And it is under NAFTA that he hit us a couple of weeks ago. Even when USMCA is passed, this one he has called the best trade deal ever, which is a tremendous piece of alchemy because they are not so fantastically different, but it's certainly an improvement all around. Now, this will be a set of rules created under him. It creates a bigger psychological and political commitment.
Nevertheless, he has demonstrated that he is willing to use or invoke emergency powers in the pursuit of, I'm not sure, possibly political gain. It was national security in the case of steel and aluminum tariffs. Now it's a border emergency. Who's to say that he won't invoke something else to justify tariffs at another time?
Well, we'll have to see. My answer to those kinds of preoccupations is, would it be better without USMCA, without NAFTA? No. Do we have an assurance? No. We have to develop a culture of good adherence to the agreed rules.
For the time being, Mexico, as of June 7th, has agreed over a 45-day period to use its own resources to reduce the number of undocumented migrants at the U.S. border. How is that effort going?
Well, these are the early stages, but major measures have been taken.
Would you call them successful?
Well, so far the results are good. We have to allow more time. The measures have just been taken, deploying more security people and reorganizing the work. For example, I can tell you, I really wouldn't expect to go much into this, but part of the issue was that migration policy was changed because of a willingness by López Obrador, by the president, to have more humanitarian approach to it. Now, this was done under the authority of one minister with less than perfect coordination with the minister running the relations with you, which is my ministry, Foreign Ministry. Now, the president has created a very coherent task force to run all this. So the institutional basis is very different, and the amount of resources is different. Let's see.
The key question is, how much do you need to reduce that undocumented migrant flow by in order for President Trump to withdraw his tariff threat? What is that number?
I don't know. We are making a huge effort, not just to please him.
Do you not know because the U.S. government hasn't told you?
No. We have to run the system and see what is achieved by when. We have an agreement to make significant progress.
And what if you make significant progress and the president doesn't withdraw his threat? What then? That really is the most important question for everyone in this equation.
I'm not sure it's the most important question because it's a bit of an idle question. Why a question that where there's no answer? There was no agreement. There was no disagreement. There was no discussion of numbers. It's just a good faith effort to do certain things, which we are doing. So let's wait and see. But we are certainly making progress, and I have every confidence that that's what will do the trick.